welcome back to Simp Life.
Now we're wait, what?
Yeah. Every week, I simp with someone new, and I'm never gonna find a girlfriend this way.
I am okay. All right.
I'm stuck in this circle, Jason.
Killed me.
You don't understand.
No, I understand. That things in the world have a way of getting you, I guess. So, you know.
Simping is just a way of life, man.
You know, as the kids say, that's probably not the way to do things.
You shouldn't simp. Hey, look, there's the things you guys are talking about.
Oh, there they are. They're actually cute in this one.
Yeah, those are all the souls of from Ursula, right?
Yeah.
That have like made their contracts with her.
Yeah.
Yep.
But those are
cute. King Triton got turned into one of those. I remember.
In the movie, he did, but in this game, he just got exhausted and sat in a chair.
Yeah. He's just sitting in the chair.
Yeah.
And that's his 16-year-old daughter.
16.
Do her his bidding.
I gotcha.
Yeah, see? Boss fight.
It's right at the gate. You got a boss fight right now?
Wow, that's just the thing of today. Just getting in there.
He's like, I'm living that simp life, and now I'm killing bosses left and right.
Yep.
Apparently, Hector's had the kind of day at work that can only be described as, this is me assaulting some bosses, because I have had it up to here.
Honestly, work has not been that bad.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
It could have been a lot worse.
Okay. All right. So
come on. So what you gotta do is use this little
Oh shit!
I'll tell you later. Tell you later.
Because you just died instantly. Is that what?
Don't judge me.
It's Friday here in the week, and things are clearly just not as we are normally supposed to happen.
Just the week has been long. How about that?
Yeah.
You know, like even the fact that it's Friday, honestly, just doesn't really feel like Friday.
It doesn't.
It's just a kind of oddball.
It feels like a Thursday when you still have Friday left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you're just like, just one more day, but then you get to Friday and you're still like, so.
Yeah, then I can do as I must for Friday. Yeah. Absolutely.
Right, but a lot of people, have free will on Friday. I unfortunately haven't.
So I was I was helping my housemate braid her hair before she left, and I was like, is anyone else excited for Friday, or is it just me? And both of them, it was two of my housemates in the room, both of them don't have jobs right now. So they're like,
oh shit.
Well, it's every day is just a day for us. And I'm like, okay, great. So it's just me who's excited for Friday.
Yeah.
Good to know.
It's just an average day for them.
Yeah.
The last time I was excited for the weekend was probably about 6 years ago. And that's simply just because all the jobs I've worked the last handful of years have really barred me from having any kind of a decent And so it's just like, well, it's really hard to be excited for a thing when I've just been denied it so regularly for the last several years.
Why is this harder than I remember?
Yeah,
what am I doing wrong? I'm doing something wrong.
What you gotta tell me, man, what you're doing wrong, because I don't know what you're doing wrong.
I think I need to change my magic around.
Change the magic?
Oh, you might have to use your magic.
Gotta use that magic.
I want to use gravity.
Gravity.
I believe that's the thing you need to use.
Gravity!
There's a song called Gravity, and I forgot how it goes.
That is how it goes.
Exactly
There's two songs, at least that I know of, with the title Gravity.
Yeah, there's
Sarah Bareilles and John Mayer.
I don't think I know any of those.
They're both so good. Sarah Bareilles is it Sarah Bareilles? Yeah. Sarah Bareilles' version, or her song called Gravity, makes me cry every time.
Ooh.
Like if you cry every time. Yeah, it's really, really touching and sad.
There we go. That's what it was.
You gotta love it when the powerful music reaches your soul.
Yeah.
You know, that's the only way to really get through the day.
Yeah.
That's the only way. There's no other way.
I mean, I don't know any other way to get through the day. Just
If they told you another way, they're wrong.
They're wrong.
They lied to you. They don't know what they're talking about.
It's all about waking up at 9 and having a shot of whiskey.
I mean, sometimes that's exactly it.
Jason knows.
I mean, if that's what gets you through the day, then that's how you.
For me, no. For me, no. But for you, yes. I believe you started.
You believe what?
I believe you start every day with a bottle of whiskey.
That would make me a raging alcoholic, and unfortunately, that's probably not the best thing to do.
I'm pretty sure.
Are you saying that you don't wake up and brush your teeth with a bottle of Jack? Is that what I'm hearing?
That is correct.
Okay.
I don't play the Kesha card, unfortunately, but sometimes you can wake up and just have a shot. And
I thought she was your spirit animal. You lied to me.
Kesha? No.
Yeah.
No, I love Kesha, but no, she's not exactly. My spirit animal is a cat. You know that.
It's true.
That is my spirit animal.
Why is it a cat? Let's go into that.
The cats just follow him.
So for the most part, I think it's mostly just because we have I've grown up with cats mostly. I mean, we've had dogs.
Yeah.
But I've somehow just resonated more with cats. Actually, funny story. When I was working in the city several years ago, now this was probably about 3 years ago now since it happened. And hand to God, I'm on the BART heading into the city, and it's a long train ride in. It's like an hour from Concord to San Francisco. And I'm just on the bus. I'm on the car, and your thoughts just running, and I'm just like, man, I want something exciting to happen today. Like what if a cat just walked into work? I get to work, and I swear, an hour later, I had a lady come into the liquor store, and she said, "Hey, does this cat belong to anybody?" And I looked around, and sure enough, in walks this orange tabby, and he just sits on the floor in this shop, and I'm like looking around, like, is this real life? Did this just happen?
That's so good. I actually remember those posts and be like, lucky.
Yeah, this is like, I am in complete shock and awe.
Yeah.
Because in walks this cat, and his name was Nemo. What a delightful cat. And every day he would show up, and he, I guess his owners knew where he went to. It was no surprise.
I love those stories. I love it when the pets are just so independent, and the owners are like, we know where he is.
Yeah, I know where he's at. It's like city cats are just a different kind of cat than the suburban cat.
They're just a different breed.
Yeah, because they have to survive the hard streets out there. It's different for being a cat in San Francisco.
Were you hanging by the pier again? God damn
it, man. He's like, relax. I was beating fish around and I was playing cards with the seals. Oh shit, man. All right, you know what you're doing then. Fucking shit. I thought I had to worry about you, but I guess I don't.
You're good.
I guess everything is gonna work itself out.
Hector, what is your spirit animal?
Sloth.
A sloth?
Let's be real.
He said, let's be real. The sloth. I mean, that might be.
I don't know. Nick Miller is the closest thing I can think of.
That's a good spirit animal.
He's a great spirit animal to have, frankly. I like the fact that I didn't say Nick Miller right off the cuff is a little surprising to me. But honestly,
but in reality, you have a real animal. I mean, I don't think I have an animal. But just
actually, there was I remember my spirit person is Nick Miller, but usually for animals, just because of the chaotic nature of cats, I'm just like, I can get on with them.
Yeah,
it's plenty fine.
I think I'm fucked if I don't.
Nothing against dogs. I love me a good dog. Also,
a good boy.
I love the big dogs just because it's like I love the idea of wanting to just wrestle with a big dog. Is honestly so appealing to me, because when I was a kid, I would wrestle the family dog. We'd play around, and they'd get on the ground and be these big big bestial animals is just really great.
Yeah.
Little dogs are all right if you just want something a little like less chaotic, but for the most part, like cats are just so chill.
Yeah.
I mean, you get some who are kind of assholes and do this and that, and there's all kinds of videos and stories of people and their cats or whatever.
Oh, did I do it?
Averagely, I guess on the average, cats are not that hard to get on with.
Those eels weren't real.
Oh right, they died in the movie, right?
Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
That is true.
They like turned into rocks, clams. She picked up parts of them, I remember.
Yeah, it was weird.
I forget.
Oh, they were the glass eyes, were they?
The glass eyes?
Well, it's because the two eels have like one eye each, right? And then the other.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if that's what they were, but they did have glass eyes now that I think about it. Or magic eyes.
I think you're thinking about the 3 witches from Hercules.
Well, they shared one eye, but...
Yeah, and those are the Fate sisters, yeah.
But the eels had one... They had one of each eye that Ursula could see through.
Oh, yeah.
They were like her eyes, essentially.
Yeah.
Does anybody remember the name of those?
Oh... No. And I was like, I'm going to need to remember this because someone's going to quiz me someday. I don't know
Somebody's about to ask me.
This is my favorite movie and I should know everything about it.
Here's that pop quiz. What are the names of the 2 eels in Little Mermaid?
Oh my God, I failed.
Fuck.
Huey, Dewey, and Fox.
Wow. This is like, can you name Donald's cousins or nephew cousins? Nephews? No.
And they call them the eels. But the eels' names, whatever they are.
God, I'm...
You know, you both have, like, internet while I'm playing.
That's true. Okay.
Look it up.
Side characters in Disney movies usually slip through the radar on me for, like, names. Like, honestly...
I think that's everybody's, though.
I bet you, like, I couldn't even tell you the name of the kangaroo mouse in Rescuers Down Under.
Ooh, I have no idea.
I don't think I've ever watched that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I never saw Rescuers the first one. I only ever saw Rescuers Down Under.
I saw the first one recently. I did not see the second one.
I haven't seen it recently. I honestly remember watching the first movie a few different times, but it's one of those movies that every time I see it, I walk away from it and I go, I can't tell you what happened. I know that there was a little girl. There's like a little girl with like a diamond, and like 2 people are trying to like get the diamond from her. That's really what I remember about the Rescuers, the first. Beyond that, though, I had nothing.
So I have a confession. Controversial opinion going on here.
Oh, shit.
I don't particularly care for, like, Disney films, like the old school Disney films, like Fox and... I guess Fox and the Hound will go in that category. But, like... Robin Hood, Arthur and the Sword, like those types of movies, you know what I'm talking about? Like B films that Disney had.
So, they exist among the Disney pantheon, but they're not, like, greatly remembered.
Yeah.
Unless you're like a big, huge Disney cinephile.
Right.
Me.
You know,
so, like,
usually a lot of the big ones.
Those didn't appeal to me because, like, I think just me liking a little bit more flashy things wasn't flashy enough for me. So I was just like,
sure.
I'm okay. And it was boring.
Well, honestly, the Fox and the Hound, the Disney version, go figure, is actually a lighter version than the actual story.
Actual tears from my eyes.
So be grateful that you never read the book then, because it's way sadder than the movie.
Oh no.
Who dies?
Everybody.
Todd, the fox dies. So Todd dies. Fun fact: Todd actually, I forget which of the old languages, Todd meant fox, and so I thought that was kind of funny that the fox's name is just Fox, basically.
It's always like that.
But so in the movie, like Todd gets a wife. In the book, the wife dies. Like all manner of people that you run into in the book, just like they're alive, they're here, they do a thing, and then they are abruptly murdered in the book, and you're just like, oh God, this is so dark.
Oh no.
And Fox and the Hound is this really like heartbreaking tale about friendship and like where you grew up and like how you end up on other sides of the fence from each other and shit. And it's like, man, that's some rough.
Oh,
rough
I went the
shit.
wrong way. I totally went the wrong way.
I mean, to be fair, you're like all of the scenery looks the same. If I'm being perfectly honest, it all just kind of looks the exact same.
I think that's what it is. Like, it's so visually, it's dull, and then the story is like, meh, I don't know. Like, it's just not.
And the story of man.
But the
Fox
ones.
and the Hound is.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, but the ones that I do really like are Aristocats, which I don't know if that would be considered in that same vein of.
It does.
Okay, well, Aristocats are like one of my favorite movies.
Classic.
The Aristocat.
That was from like the 60s. Like,
Yeah.
My sister loves that movie.
1962, 1964. I think.
Yeah,
One of those
just-
older films.
We just sit down and watched it like a few weeks ago.
that's what I'm gonna do tonight.
Oh, didn't Mulan just drop today?
Yeah,
I'm not watching that.
I'm contemplating watching that.
No, you have to pay for it.
I have Disney Plus.
Yeah,
No,
but you
I
gotta
heard-
pay for it again.
Oh hell no!
Exactly.
No, I heard Disney was not doing that. Like I heard they were doing it, but then I heard that they're not doing it.
Okay. If
Pathetic fools!
But
I rule the seas now, man.
well, to be fair, she's got the trident, so she
I
got
know,
there.
but I
Them's the
gave
rules.
her.
oh,
But I gave
that
her
panda.
like an Australian crab.
The sea and all its spoils bow to my power.
Well, I mean, she's huge.
Yeah, she's like a damn near like the size of the Kraken at this point.
Release the Kraken.
You gotta fight her? What the heck?
Yeah.
I
cool.
kind of recall. Look at that health bar though.
Right.
Yeah.
She out here. She about to eat you. She's like, Hector
You
out
gotta be
here.
careful.
Hector
Yeah.
out here looking like a snack. I'm gonna eat him.
Looking like a snack.
You gotta like get behind her neck.
She's got it.
This is
Munch
so
on.
weird to me.
You're gonna throw me like to the other side of the map in a minute.
Do you honestly think that she feels like you're just trying to like get the kink out of her shoulders there?
A little bit.
Like you do, like she's just like, oh,
Come
could you go
on,
to like a
man.
little to the left, please? Like I've been trying to get that spot for months. I would love
I
it if you could
can't
just
reach
get that
back
out
there,
of me.
and I'd love for you to help me. Thank you. You get your vision.
I mean, it's almost like you're trying to do like a full-blown facial for her, right? Like, let's just massage the
Okay.
side of your cheeks here a little bit. We're gonna like
Right.
pick your teeth out of any like spinach or anything. Like this is
Honestly, out of all the Kingdom Hearts, like all the Kingdom Hearts games are really fun just to fight these giant boss battles. I love it.
Oh, you really ought to play Shadow of the Colossus, then.
I have it.
Same.
and
I have
I'm-
Shadow of the Colossus. One of those
Which one,
games.
the old one or the new one?
The remastered one on PS4.
Same. I need to play it, and we'll probably play it on the show because that's the only time I've ever played video games.
Oh, she bit you right in half. She bit you right in half, my dude.
Usually when she gets like half life. Okay, let's try this again.
Here we go. Gotta like swim to the light. Don't swim to the light. It's a lie. It's
Here.
It's just backstage.
she's just backstage.
Yeah.
Skip cutscene. Right. She's just like, oh yeah, actually, you guys did such good work last time, but could you get the other side of my shoulder this
Right.
time? Because this one's the one that's hurting now.
This is the
You
one
did-
I
you did
slept
such a
funny
good
on.
Dude,
Yeah, this is the one I slept terribly on. If you could just go ahead and like rub that for me. Also,
You'll
if you
get-
could just like get the back of my tonsils real quick, like they've been, I know that I could like probably have like a lozenge and like take care of my sore throat, but if you could just do me a favor and like
Just get
your
back
hands
there.
back there and really work on the tonsils for me, I'd really appreciate it.
you won't let me get behind her.
I had my tonsils removed like a week before we went into quarantine, which was great timing.
Oh,
Well,
Quite the time.
It was great timing. Like I was afraid, COVID
What?
was definitely in America, but no one was you know, being as careful about it or whatever. But I had my tonsils removed, and I was like, yes, finally, like, these things are gone. It's not causing me any more trouble, whatever. And then recovery was like the worst thing I've ever been through. Like, I couldn't eat, like, swallowing was hard. I couldn't drink water. It was just awful. But now I don't have swollen tonsils anymore, so I guess that's fun. But
yeah, I mean, it's that end result, right?
What does swollen tonsils do?
What does it do?
They swell up in your throat. Like, I mean, it's hard to swallow. You can't talk to anybody.
I sounded really different. I feel like I sounded really different for, like, at least...
Yeah, it's like blocking
it blocks your sound. It makes you sound different. If it's... I had reoccurring tonsillitis, like, twice, I think. And part of that was from fatigue, and that was at the time that I was in school. And, like, I was singing a whole bunch and just, like, vocally very tired. But, like, it's hard to, like, if it gets really bad, it can be hard to swallow, it can be hard to breathe, and, like, that's when you just want to not be there for that. So, but yeah, for me, it was just, like, really irritating. Like, I sounded like something was just chilling in the back of my throat, even though it was my tonsils. Like, that's not normal for me.
Just hanging out there.
Just hanging out.
Having a party back there. I was
Listen,
invited.
they were so close. They were like a couple. Maybe that's why they were together.
They
so
were hanging
much.
out like an old married couple, just back there, just like, oh, Denise, are we doing that party tonight? No, we're not doing the party, Harold. Oh, but Denise, you said we would.
Yeah.
I had my wisdom teeth removed once, and I couldn't eat solid food for like a week and a half. And after I was able to like make it through that, you know, it was only soft food that I could like go eat or do any of that.
Yeah.
And so I went to Nations after that, and then I had a double cheeseburger, which I never. Oh man, that was. I saw that happen, and I'm tragic. I'm tragic. That's very tragic that happened. No, but so the whole time I'm eating this double cheeseburger, I'm like, this is the greatest hamburger that I'm ever gonna eat in my life, ever again. Like nothing is gonna top this, because it was the hamburger that I got to come back to, and it was the first time I ever finished a double cheeseburger from Nations, because those things are fucking huge.
Those are
and I really
huge.
And honestly, I don't like super. No, Nations hamburgers are huge, dude.
Nah, dude, they're not. I mean,
they are big. They're not the biggest, but they're big.
I think it's the lettuce, quite frankly, that really makes it look so huge.
Oh yeah, it's like pulsating. Yeah, they biggins, dude. Like, that's awful lot.
Burgers are huge.
Whose?
Fuddruckers?
Yeah. They could go up to a full pound, which don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. I was so angry with you, you don't even know. Like, I'm like, you know what? I have half a mind to reach across the table and just choke the shit out of you for even doing what you did.
I don't know why, man. You gotta experience life, man.
Nope. I don't need to just gorge myself on a pound of meat. I don't need that. I don't need to do that. That's not
like half the population does.
I'm not worried about the fucking half of the population. I'm worried about this motherfucker on the other end of the phone.
Back then, but then I was like right after high school, though, dude.
It don't matter. That was still too much.
Long time ago.
You remember we have a before and after photo, and you looked miserable after eating that.
That was a joke.
Yeah, sure.
I was not miserable.
Right.
I was happy.
Oh, sure. You were.
But your eyes were like
Jesus.
He looked straight up, Savannah. He had that whole hangover look where like you got your hand into your eye, and you're just like everything is pain. All life is pain right now.
Right.
Pain.
Honestly, though, for me, I don't like big portions of food. That's honestly like one of my favorite places to go to is In-N-Out, just because I like how they're sized. Like they're like in my mind, like that is the right amount of size in a hamburger that I need to be satisfied. I don't need it to be the size of a plate.
Right.
That's too much.
That is
like
too much.
We have such a food problem in this country. Not to mention we waste food because we just like, let's have these mega portions, and then it's like, oh, my eyes were bigger than my stomach, and I only ate half of it, and then you just end up throwing half of it away, and you're just like, this is so wasteful. So it's just like, just have small portions.
It's part of why I'm glad that the buffet business is like on its way out. It's not fully out, but like
fantastic. That's great news.
You know, the thought. So for me, like, I love variety. So that's why I love buffets, is because there's so many things that you can choose from. But also, I've been taught not to waste my food because we grew up very poor. And like, you know, we ate what we had, but you also didn't waste anything. And so you go to buffets and like you get a plate or like 3 plates of food and you're on your 3rd plate and you're like, I can't finish this. And then you have to force yourself. You have my mentality. You have to force yourself to eat that.
That's exactly how I grew up.
So like, you know, and then people don't, and then there's people who don't value that. You did heal. That's wrong.
Wow.
Cheating. Cheating.
The game was like, you know what? No, we're gonna not give it to you. We're gonna give it to Ursula.
Yeah, we know you're recording, so we're just gonna.
we're just gonna go ahead and chalk this up to you fucking lost.
Right.
You no idea what you're doing.
The contract still stands, by the way. If we spend all episode.
No, not this whole episode.
She said you
just got here.
We just got here.
Yeah, we did. In the beginning of the episode, I was fighting Ursula in a different way. This is her second form.
This isn't even her final form, and you're just like,
this is her final form.
I was about to say, oh god.
This is her final form.
One of the other things that I hated about buffets, though, Savannah, was it's like you never could trust people to not bring their filth to the buffet.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I don't know who's touched what or sneezed on anything. This is German-fested waters, and I'm gonna die eating anything.
Yep.
Like,
you're gonna die eating anything. That's
no. Specifically, no. That's the wrong mentality to have, friend. That's placating.
I can't be picky when I was poor, dude. Sorry.
I'm saying you had to be, but now that you're older, wiser, smarter,
and you
have been to a buffet in a long time.
I'm so proud of you. You don't even know. We're having trophies decorated for you right now as we speak.
What was that?
Her like final move when her life is low, she just shoots lightning at everybody.
She's just like, you know what? I'm gonna cast my ultimate move, which is just blinding light.
Ultimate lube.
Yeah, I mean, you're in the water, so like you got to do something for that.
Is that the ultimate lube?
Guys, I'm gonna ask the question.
Oh, okay.
Is water wet?
Is water wet?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think water is just water, and by association of the word wet, by definition, I think that means something has come into contact with water.
There we go.
The water can't come into contact with itself.
Therefore,
ergo, I think water is just water.
It's just water.
Yeah, water simply just is water. And then if you put your hands in the water and allow your hand to come out of the water, your hand has gone from dry to wet now. But air is air, water is water.
Well, no, I think what she's asking is like, if you're in water, are you wet?
No.
Is water itself wet?
Oh,
right.
Yes.
No, water is just water.
No.
That's all it is.
Yeah. Water, you can't have wet water.
It's like fish are always wet, right? Or are they only wet when they come out of the water?
They're only
just
wet.
Live in it.
I think that's the one that people are having a hard time with. It's like, if you take fish out of the water, are they wet? Or like, are they wet in the water?
I think once you have removed them from the water, they are now, according to as we understand the definition of the word, they are now wet.
Yeah.
But because they live in the water, they are not in a state of wet.
Right.
I think they are just in a state of state of living. Ooh, good. I watched her hit you heavy with that.
No, hyper beam.
She's got hyper beam. Somebody's been playing Pokemon, and Ursula's like, I got you, fam.
I forgot about hyper beam.
She's like, I brought the Dragonite move with me to this fight. Takeout. What the hell is that?
You know, when you get some food to go.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, absolutely.
It's been a long day.
I feel you.
Without you, my friend.
It's been
and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
Honestly, some of my favorite memes on the internet right now are the ones that are like dad level puns, and then at the end of them saying the pun, they're like, "Please don't delete me."
Oh yes.
Don't delete me. Don't unfriend
Don't
me,
delete
please.
me.
My sister is into that kind of humor where she'll say a thing and you just look at her and she's like, please don't hate me and please don't cast me out of your life.
Right. Because sometimes
I feel that all the time.
Those jokes are like so bad, but also they're really good. And if you can't admit that they're good, then like something's wrong with you.
Yeah, I mean, maybe like honestly, like I like that they're well crafted. I honestly look at puns a lot of the time, and I tend to do like what everybody else does is they just look at whoever said the pun and they just shake their head like, I can't believe you even put those together to do this.
Where does that come from?
Sometimes
puns?
No, where does the look come from when someone says a pun and you're just like, bro, like what is that?
a place of hate.
No, honestly, I think because we like to laugh at situational things a lot of the time, and so when somebody says something that's like crafty and funny, a lot of the times people just look at it, and more often than not, puns get used, I think, in instances where nobody was actually looking for the humor. They were trying to have like maybe a serious conversation, or they were just trying to have like a normal conversation, and then somebody's just like, hey, you know what this moment needs right now is a laugh, and then people look at them like, this was not the time, bruh.
This is not.
Like, this was not the moment. And so I think it's just, it has like, because the internet gets its hands on things, I think it just kind of gradually evolved more and more into suddenly, God, this guy keeps losing. You're actually out of time, actually, now that I'm looking at it. So you just, I'm just, you just,
Next time on my pain.
Don't you gotta pause it, or is there like a spot you go to, or like what's up?
I just want to do the swimming part.
I just want to do the swimming part. I just want to swim one more time before they call me out of the pool.
I just want to aggressively press O against a current.
I believe it's just circle, right?
It's circle.
I hate you.
It's dude, a PlayStation controller is triangle, square, circle, X.
I don't know.
Those are the four buttons.
I don't know why I used to call square D. I'd be like, press D, and they're like, what? No, it doesn't look like. Don't help me. I'm dumb. Like,
no, don't touch me there.
No. So when you look at a square, the straight line on the left, like that's how you start a D. You just create a circle from it. So I understand at first glance.
I don't know
how your brain made you think that. I understand.
I really don't think that's it.
I like how you raise up people, Jason.
Yeah.
Accept me.
Oh.
And you just sit there and laugh at me. Laugh at my pain.
What are you talking about? I didn't do anything to bring you down this time.
This time.
Actually, you know what? I've been found. Let's just end it right here. Let's call it good, and we'll just move on to the next video.
Oh, look at him doing the typical Jason thing he does.
It's Irish goodbye, right?
He gets trapped in the corner. Like, oh,
bye. Gotta go. See you later.
Doing that, I fucking hate you. Never lets me win. Never. Okay, next episode, I'll beat Ursula. Yay. Okay, goodbye.
Bye.